What's up, guys? DJ Mike James coming at you again. Hey man, big thanks to everybody out there. I broke 260 subscribers. I really appreciate the love and support. I got some of my videos, hitting maybe 9,000 views, man. If some of you guys would just smash that like button and subscribe to my channel, it would really help me out with the YouTube algorithms and all that stuff, as you guys know. But today I've got another box opening. And first look, I was contacted by another company, RIUKOE, and they sent me some lights. I want to get in here and check them out. So let's get to it. I got my trusty knife with me as always, so watch it. We'll cut her open, take a look inside here. From what I understand about these lights, I was able to get 2 of them because for DMX purposes. Oh, and they actually soft packed all of these, so let me work on getting these unwrapped. I'm not going to make you suffer through all of that. Alright guys, so we got the RIUKOE, the PLW12. Now this is a 12 by 8 watt light equaling about 96 watts. Like I said, it is a slim par, which I actually really like that. We're going to get into our box opening here and we'll take a look. We've got our paperwork as usual. We got a nice IR remote, so we'll take care of that. We've got a DMX cable. We've got an IEC cable. Looks like the remote came out of the packaging there. Looks like we're going to have to connect some hardware. Not a problem. These do have some extra foam in them. That is pretty sweet. Ooh, I like that. Look at that. It's a slim par. Aluminum cast. You guys can hear that that's metal. First look. We've got a power in, power out. I love that option on fixtures. That just really reduces how many IEC cables you're running to your power strips or however you're running yours. Of course, a DMX in and a DMX out. And I'm assuming that we also have IR remotes. When I was reading up on these, apparently there's a setting in here for you to set them for the remotes, and then if you DMX them, you set those to the DMX channels. You set this one to receive the remote, and it should operate all of them, but we'll get into that because I'm going to get the brackets on here so I can stand this up and I don't actually have to sit here and hold it. Alright guys, so I got the RIUKOE, the PLW12s. I'm really liking what I'm seeing on these lights. I got them all unboxed. I got them plugged in here so I can start running through some of the functions and that stuff. We've got IR remotes, so I'm going to try to get into that and figure out how to actually use this with it. I've read something that we had to set one of the DMX channels so that it'll receive the IR, because right now if I try to use it, it doesn't really do anything, but I'm going to get into that with you. First look though, really good light. I'm telling you that, there's these cast aluminum. They're fin for cooling. These are fanless, so they're absolutely quiet. They make no noise whatsoever. The fan you were hearing was in the background here. They do come with their IECs. They come with actually decent little DMX cables, so that's cool because they're the clip-ins and the clip-outs. Some of us the ones that just come in and off, and we don't really prefer those. But let's start getting into some of the functions here. Again, with all these lights, I already know that most of the time the red, green, blue, and these are red, green, blue, and white. They do have a version of this light that has purple also, which I'm assuming is going to be UV, but this particular model only has red, green, blue, and white. So I'm going to get into here. I'm going to start going through. This is our CC mode, which is our color jump, which is kind of cool. Again, it's always at 1, so this would be the slowest color jump. Let me just get them both going. And of course, they're not paired up. However, if I go down, we can speed those up. And that is actually going to look pretty cool. It does have a 40-degree beam angle on it, so if you did want to use this as an uplight, you absolutely could. Again, they are corded, so it's great for stages, churches, haunted houses, DJs, park hand lights. If you're running power strip, a lot of my stuff's corded, so except for my uplighting, so all that stuff is battery powered. I do like this effect. I'm going to try to DMX them here in a second, but just for the sake of the demonstration here, I'm going to just go through these and set that back to 1 on both of those. You can see it's a nice smooth color gradient or color jump on this one. So the next setting is going to be their gradient, and that's going to change this light ever so slightly. So I am going to speed those up so we can see the color gradient jump, which I do like that too. Again, nice bright light. 96 total watts. I love that all of the LEDs are lit the same colors when they're all the same colors. 12 by 8, like I said. This is their color gradient. I have them set all the way up to 99, so of course they're going to kind of speed through. So I'll drop them back down to 1s, and then that's going to give you a nice slow color gradient change. Of course, I do not have these two married up at the time. Again, I can try to use the remotes, but I think I have to do something in the settings in here to get that to actually work. So let's go through to our next one, which is going to be the DE channel on these. And the DE is our color pulse. And they're not in the same thing because I don't have them set up, but I can go ahead and jump those to 99 and check out what our color pulse is going to do. So go from 0 to 1, and we can kind of see that's a really decent light. The size of these is great because, I mean, you can use these for truss warming. It's a perfect size to fit inside your Global Truss, Pro X trussing, Cedars Link trussing. I mean, it will fit inside there, and you can get a really nice truss warming out of this, or even a dance light effect in your trussing as well. I mean, the sheer size of it, it's super tiny, and I kind of like it, how powerful it is. We go to this Dino mode, and that is our jump gradient pulse variable. So it's just kind of pulsing, and I actually really like that effect. That's super cool. Really bright 40-degree beam angle. If you want to use this as an uplight, you absolutely can. I'm going to just uplight the thing here. And that is really fantastic. I mean, of course, they're not operating together, but I'm going to DMX them here in just a second once I go through all the settings here. So the next 4 settings are going to be pretty basic. It's just our red, green, blue, and white. Of course, since I just turned these on, well, we have a sound control mode, which is BB on here. So we can set that sound active. We have 15 different colors to choose from. Of course, one is red. If we go up, green, blue, white, we've got like a nice off-white color. Well, they're calling that a red-white on 5. They have them listed in here too, so that's kind of cool. It actually tells me the numbers by color. 5 is red-white. 6, I'm going to switch them both, is green-white. 7's blue-white. 8's green and blue. 9's red and blue, which gives you a nice hot pink or a fuchsia color. That's actually pretty sweet. 10's red and green. 11's red, green, blue, so we've got a tricolor mix in there. 12 is green, blue, and white. 13 is red, blue, and white. This gives you a nice brighter pink color. 14 is red, green, and white. 15 is, I gotta turn the page here, is red, green, blue, and white, and which gives you a really bright white. And then of course if we go back to 1, it sets us back to our original red color. First look, these lights are really nice. Their brackets are super heavy duty. I really like that. I don't know if some of you guys get those lights, and it's just a really chintzy tin type like bracket, and they bend it and they bend up and stuff. These are really high quality. I believe it's steel. It might be aluminum. I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't tell me. I don't think what the actual brackets on these are. But like I said, as a first look on these, super powerful light, 96 watts, lots of functions and options in here. Perfect color mixing, fanless operation. From what I'm seeing, these things are fantastic. These are truss warmers, these are stage lights, these are park hands, these are great for a band, a DJ, a haunted house, a church, a theater, you know, stage productions. These slim cans, I mean, they're super powerful, really compact, which I like because I like to keep my setups real nice and tight, and you know, so that everything works really well. Okay guys, so I've been playing with this light a little bit. Super cool light again, like I said. I did figure out how to get the remotes to work. So what we have to do is we have to set it to either a DMX address, both of them. DMX001 is what I actually have both of these set on right now. I'll show you real quick so that I can use the remote. Now I can go through the static colors, which is really cool, and they sync up really nice. Change them to green, change them to blue. I'm assuming the IR remotes are on the front of them, so that's what I'm pointing at the front. You can see me go through the colors, which there are a bunch of different colors on here. Some of them I really like. The hot pink and the fuchsia, those are always really nice colors. We do have like a purple, like a bluish purple color, but for this purpose I'm going to use it like this. Now in these static colors, we can adjust the beam angle on these, which is kind of nice by adjusting the dimmers up and down, and it'll restrict that beam angle down. You can get these super dim, or right now I believe they're at their brightest function, but getting them both to go. So of course I just dropped it down, drop them back up, and that'll actually restrict the beam angle down too. So you can go from a 40-degree right on down to a nice faded out, just a a line going up the wall, which we have found that out on these. DMXing these is actually pretty easy as well. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this one set at DMX1 because it's going to be my slave. Now I'm going to change this one to a color snap. Let's go ahead and get our DMX cabling set up here. I thought I had it going the right way to start with, but I didn't. I'm going to get my DMX plugged in on this side. She's in. This one's set to DMX001. And now they automatically synced up. At this point, they're not going to use the remotes because it prioritizes the DMX signal over the remote. And again, this light, like a lot of lights, whatever the last thing you saved it on is what's actually going to come back up. So we'll use this one as our master. Looks like they're rotating off on that. Set it DMX1. Got these kind of popping at different rates here. So what ends up happening when I plug this back in for DMX, I didn't push enter because I was playing with them with the remotes to save the DMX destination on this for these just to kind of wrap up together. So that's how a lot of the lights are. If you don't save your last setting in there, it'll just resort back to whatever the last thing you saved on it was when you restart the light. And I'll talk a little bit about that in another video I've got coming up about programming the Rockville rock wedges. But the RIUKOE lights, man, these things are awesome. Like I said, super slim, par light. Now they're just zooming right along, doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're DMX together. You can just daisy chain these power-wise and DMX-wise. I'm not sure how many. I think the remote distance is like 20 foot, so that's not bad. The IRs are on the front of them, which means you got to be facing them to be able to get them to react, because I can't do it from behind them because that IR needs to be line of sight. So as we just run through the functions here, now we're just on our open colors. Now we can pick static colors, which again we have 15 preset static colors, but these have color mixing in them also, so you can do that. I will just kind of run through the colors here and just show you their DMX perfectly together. You get 4 or 5 of these. Like I said, if you're a band, if you're a theater, if you're a stage, if you're a bar, a nightclub, something that wants their own lighting with some control, and then also being able to remote control these is actually pretty sweet. So I really like this pink color, it's fuchsia. So just in the little 15 presets, and we go back to 1, and then of course we have our color snaps and all that. And now that I have this saved in DMX1, we can bump that up, and now they're both going to marry up perfectly. So first look, box opening, really cool light. I'm telling you, I mean, for the money, this light's about $85. With the UV in it, I think it's about $95. I guess, that's the price difference between this unit that's red, green, blue, and white, and the red, green, blue UV is about 10 bucks. So, like I said, if you're looking for an affordable uplighting solution, if you're looking for an affordable stage light, parkan, slim. I mean, these things will fit in just about anything. They're just, I love the size of them. That's like, I think that's the biggest draw on these. Fanless. I mean, we're looking at hours and hours and hours of LED lighting, whether you're a band, DJ, church, event, venue, what have you. Good light to look into. Like I said, as always, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Like I said, a lot of people are watching the videos. Just smash the like button, hit subscribe, man. I really could use your support out there. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass.